do you. Do exactly you. Live your life to the fullest and do everything in your power to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself, to love yourself, to value yourself. Whatever it takes, don't let anybody come in and be able to dissipate your value or make you feel any lesser of yourself. Because you don't deserve that. You don't. You know what you do deserve? People willing to hold you for who you are. People that love you for the way that you are. That will hold space for your healing and accept you for the way that you are. If somebody could believe what somebody said about you, rather than believe in you, then they don't deserve to be in your life. The right people will always be there for you. The right people will hold you in the times that you can't hold yourself. Unconditional love is unconditional. It's not only when you're in your best or only when you are giving what the other person wants to receive, what their needs, fulfilling their desire of you. But do you live to please them, or do you live for yourself? Do you know your value? Do you know your worth? Enough to say, fuck this. I don't deserve to be treated this way. I know my worth. I know my value. I know who I am. And so nobody can come to me and talk shit. And nobody can come to me and say anything that would actually really get to me, because I know my own self-worth. People talk shit about people when they are already beneath them. Like if you were somebody above, if somebody was above you, then they would find no reason to come and talk shit to you, because a person above you would simply not do that. Only people who are below you would talk shit. Only people that are below you will try to make you feel small and like that you're this or name calling, or make you feel like you're a horrible person. But nobody above you would do that, because a person above realizes the value of themselves and also realizes that one person that comes and talks shit, the only reason they talk down on you is because there is something in you that they don't have. It's because something in you is so powerful and so strong and so courageous that they lack that quality in themselves, and that nobody would care when they're talking about themselves. So they would rather talk about you, because that's the only time that somebody's gonna listen to what they have to say. But a person that knows their value will never even find the time to sit around and talk about other people, because they know themselves and they know the people around them. A person that knows themselves better than anybody, knows everyone else around them as well. Because a person can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves. If a person's in the shallow end of self-discovery and knowledge, how do you expect them to meet you or understand you when your understanding is up here, when your understanding of the world is up here, when your knowledge base is up here, and you expect people down here to understand and fathom you the way that you would, but fail to recognize that you in fact have so much more depth and knowledge, so much more value of your mind, and that is what makes you you. That is what makes you unique. There are a lot of people, when you really look out for yourself, when you really stand up for yourself, when you start to stand up for yourself and value yourself and put these boundaries that you didn't have in your life before, when you put them, you're gonna see a lot of people get uncomfortable. You're gonna see a lot of people don't like that about you. They don't like you. They tell you you changed as if it was a bad thing. But the reality is they like the version of you that you were, that they could control, that they could put down, because they benefited from that. And that is a lack of self-awareness on their own side, for their own ego, for their own self, for whatever reason that they may have. Whatever excuse, whatever they want to put it on. However they want to portray that and how they portray themselves. Because a person, it's much easier to point fingers. It's much easier to put somebody else down than to recognize your own faults. But you know who are the most courageous and bravest people that exist? The people that can own up to what they did. The people that can own up to who they are. Flaws and all. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is. But a lot of people like to pretend that they are. And the same people that talk behind your back, or are two-faced, or talk shit, or put you down, are the same people that could never face themselves. Because a person that could face themselves would hold space for another person to hold them as well. You cannot expect somebody to know how to love you and care for you when they can't love and care for the parts of them that are destroying their journey to their highest self. It's a mindset thing. It's really a mindset thing. Like, if you cannot be aware of your own actions and how they may affect people, but you only want to look at other people and what they did wrong, then you're gonna keep finding yourself in difficult positions throughout your whole life. But when you can look at yourself and you can be like, yeah, I did this, A, B, C, D, but I accept it, I acknowledge it, and I'm gonna make sure that I improve on it. You are ahead of so many people in life that you don't even understand. Because that type of accountability takes a certain type of courage, takes a certain type of bravery and wisdom that most people genuinely lack, you know? So it's like you're expecting this person to get you when they don't get themselves. Like, how can we expect change from someone, or accountability of their actions, when they literally can't see themselves? You know, people like that go around just blaming people in life for all the things that didn't work out, but fail to look at their own reflection, fail to look at their own actions and consequences that got them in that position. Because it's so much more easier to just tell the other person that, no, this is what you did wrong. But you know what a wise person does? If they were in that position of being told that, oh, you hurt my feelings by behaving this way, they will take full accountability. They will take full accountability and they will work on it. That's a genuinely good person. You are a genuinely good person. Bad people, narcissists, manipulators, they can't admit it. They don't see a fault in their actions. They only see the fault in the other person's actions, invalidating completely the other person's actions and only validating their own. Those are pure narcissists. Those are. If you're somebody and you know deep down genuinely that you have a pure heart and you are a pure person and you are a great human being, and that you may have made some mistakes in your life, and you can see them, you can actually see your mistakes, then that still makes you a good person. A good person will be able to see their own faults and improve on it. A bad person, a person not worthy of keeping in your life, is the one that cannot see their own actions whatsoever. A person unworthy of your presence will be the ones that can't see your value, that demean you, that put you down. Because there's 101 ways to say what you want to say. but they chose the way and to put you down to get that message across? Honey, no. Anybody that puts you down, they're already beneath you and they just want to pull you to the level that they're on. So my message to you is, let them. If somebody wants to come and talk shit to you, if somebody wants to come and tell you that, oh, you're this and you're that, like, okay, and I know my worth, I know myself, I know my struggles, I know my story. Own it. Own yourself and walk away. Walk away from anybody that comes to you throwing shit on your face. Know your value, know your worth. Don't let them walk over you. Hold yourself so high. Hold yourself so high, chin up, and keep going like the damn queen you are. Keep going like the king you are. Because, look, criticism allows you to grow. Criticism allows you to see the blind spots of yourself. But the way a person delivers that to you shows exactly what they've thought about you the whole time. If they deliver that message in a way that they are putting you down, honey, they don't care about you. They don't care about you. They just want to put you down. They want to keep that image of you that they have in their mind, this perspective that's already made up. They want to reflect that onto you, making it now your problem. But the reality is, it was never a problem. It was never a problem. It was simply a part of you that needed love and nurturing, and a part of you that maybe you were not aware of because of whatever you've been through that made you that way. And so criticism allows us to grow and heal and evolve and transition into a better version of ourselves. But talking down on somebody, no. That is straight up bullshit. That is straight up bullshit. Like, you could have said it any other way, but you chose to say it the way that you did. You know? Somebody that actually loves you and cares about you and values what you had with them and knows who you are, would never talk to you that way. Only people that assume who you are, that can't see who you are, is simply a reflection of them not being able to see themselves. Quite literally. They cannot see themselves. Because if they could, they would know to come and talk to you in a gentle, calm, compassionate way, and to sit down with you and understand you deeper, because they've done that work on themselves. They know how hard it was to get to where they needed to get. They understand how badly they just needed somebody to understand them and to convey it with the intention and structure and wording that comes off right and kind and calm and loving and not critical, in a sense that it is pessimistic criticism, but rather optimistic criticism. You know, they would hold space for you because they had to hold space for themselves to come and be able to talk to you this way. But a person that hasn't done that work, don't ever expect them to come and hold that space for you. I know I keep saying that over and over again, but really don't. It's like telling a kid that what they did is wrong without any explanation about why it was wrong. The kid's gonna feel bad about themselves. The kid's gonna feel like, oh my God, like what? Like, why do you think of me that way? Like, I don't understand. You know? But imagine telling the kid like, oh, like, you shouldn't do this because it's like this. Like, what did you feel? What did you feel, my love? What did you feel on the inside that made you react in this way? What caused you to do this impulsive thing? And truly understand the child, and then explain to them in the most gentle manner, like, okay, you could have done it like this, you could have done it like this. Show them that they are loved in the state as they are, because that's true unconditional love. True unconditional love sounds something like that. True unconditional love, they will always hold space for you and always understand you. When a person rejects a part of themselves, they reject a part of you. When a person has made peace with themselves, when they have made peace with all these parts of themselves, they will not put that onto you. They will not. Because they do get themselves. You know? Love yourself. Love yourself. There is happiness everywhere. And if those people can't give it to you or accept you for the way that you are, if those people can't hold space for you, trust me, there are 100 millions, billions of people dying to meet you. There are millions and millions of people dying to meet you, dying to be loved by you, to have your presence in their life. And honestly, it's a blessing. Like, something about me, I would always rather know the truth about somebody's intention rather than not know. No matter what it is, cruel or sad or aggressive or whatever it is, I would always rather know the truth than a mask of lie. Because at least in the end, I knew what you really felt, what you really thought, what you really feel, what's your authentic feeling right now towards me or towards yourself or towards any situation. And that's what's gonna help. Lies get us nowhere. Cover-ups get us nowhere. And take that honest truth. Don't let it affect you. Rather, see it as a blessing that at least now I know. Now at least I know that this person behaves this way or thinks this way about things like this, and I can make sure to set my boundaries accordingly, put myself accordingly in my life and them in my life. Know when to set boundaries and know when to leave people when they no longer respect you, when they no longer are deserving of any ounce of energy from you, when they no longer deserve your presence. When it's time to let go, the universe, God, the divine power, whatever it is you believe in, will make everything go down in such a way that there is no option for you but to let go. But any time that you have to let go means that there's something better for you waiting. Means that there's someone better for you waiting. Means that life is just about to switch up into something so much more beautiful, even if you can't see it right now. It's all gonna work out for you. It's all gonna work out. I promise. Because there's nothing that happens just like that. It's not a coincidence. It's faith. It was faith. You know? When we tend to hold on to things or people or words that people said, you miss the actual lesson there. You miss it. Because the actual lesson, even behind when people are talking about you, is just to own your self-worth, keep your head up, and keep going. Just keep going. And every time somebody treats you like that, you will carry yourself better. And every time somebody treats you like that, you will carry yourself better, and you will make sure you know yourself even better. And you will make sure that you will never let somebody else's words get to you, because of how well you do know your own self, how well you understand yourself. That is the true power. That is when you will unlock true power, and you will just see everything start moving in your way. Because no matter what situation unfolds in your life, you know that you have yourself. No matter what situation happens, you know, at least I got me. At least I have me, and nobody can take that away from me. Nothing and no one and no situation can make me forget that. That is your peace. Your peace is yourself. Your peace is in the acceptance. Your peace is in the healing. Your peace is within yourself. You're beautiful, and you're amazing, and you deserve to feel loved the way that you'd want to be loved, and you deserve to be understood the way that you'd want to be understood. And trust me, there will always be somebody willing to hold that space for you. And maybe these people just weren't for you. Maybe these people are just that miserable with their life that that's all that they could do to make themselves feel better about themselves, you know? So really, at the end, if somebody's talking shit about you, it's a projection of themselves. Especially, it's a projection of themselves, especially when you know you did nothing wrong, and especially when you know your reason. If you did do something wrong, like, you know, like this comes from trauma or your inner child or whatever, you know, you understand your reason, you've done the work, you've reflected. Even if you haven't done the work, you don't deserve to be treated that way. You deserve love. You deserve compassion. You deserve to be treated the way that you would love to be treated. You deserve to be fully accepted for who you are. Give that to yourself. And never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever let somebody's perception of you break your own perception of yourself or tear you down in any single way. And remember, again, it was only a blessing and showed you the true colors of these people. And now you have the whole world. You have the whole freaking world waiting for you for new love and opportunity and experience and adventure. So really, in the end, it was never a loss or never something that was meant to break you, but only to transition you into something much, much, much more beautiful than you already are. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great week. I'll see you in the next one.